have to develop that patience of your mother, that affection, that love, and then you will see how your Shakti will work. I again and again always have talked about this. And at Adi Shakti point, I have to say, you are in your family like a Shakti. And you have to be wise. You have to be sensible. You have to understand your husband. You have to understand your children. You have to have patience. On the contrary, they spoil their children. That is to be understood, that you must know first what is good for their benevolence. Today, for example, if I say the children, if they go to a school, they should not be removed. It is for their benevolence. What are the people going to gain out of it? So somebody says no. All right, get out. What can you do? Such attachment to your own children shows you are a powerless person. You must love all the children. You must look after all the children. You must enjoy all the children. Take interest in them. But what I find, that they are only interested in their own children. We are a joint family, we should say. We all live together. We have to share everything. It is something I can't understand. Say, in India, say, if you see 5, 6 children, all the girls will run after them. All the women will look after them. I mean, it's such a pleasure to them to see any children, just they look after them. But this kind of insensitivity to your collective behavior is going to also spoil your children. So what you are going to transmit to the whole world is this Sahaj living. And the women make the society. If Indian society is good, the credit goes to the Indian women and to their wisdom. Our men are stupid in India. They have spoiled politics, economics, everything. But society is still maintained. And they are very, very, still say, on the right path. This only comes because of the wisdom of the women. If the women are busy dressing up for hours together, thinking about their clothes, what they are going to wear, finished. This is a day of worshipping the Kundalini, who is the mother. She is the mother, and you are the mother. You must know each and everything about your child. Somebody comes and tells me, my child is now a drug addict. How can it be possible? In India, children don't get drug addicts because all the time the mother is on their head like a hawk. She knows where he goes, what he does. She loves. But she knows where he goes. I mean, even when we were in college, even when I am married, if I went home, my mother would ask, where did you go? We dare not say anything. Come back by 6, even when we are married. We are supposed to tell her. That was the mother's work. The child, where he goes, what does he do? And then to say, children don't listen to you. Because, why the children don't listen? Because you do not discipline them. Here, the atmosphere is very bad, I agreed. The children are very bad, I agreed. Everything is there, I agreed. But if you are a strong mother in your love, your children will not go. See, even now, as you know that all the time all these leaders are hovering around me. What is there? I have no honey with me or anything. But they are just sitting there, just sitting next to me. All the leaders. But this is after realization. But even all my nephews, you see, they would all come and sit next to me. All my daughter-in-laws, they will all sit next to me. They would not leave me. And people used to ask him, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? You are all the time sticking out to your aunt. What is it? The concern. And they understand that it is for their benevolence you are telling them. But yourself should be all right. As a mother, one has to be tolerant, one has to understand. But when you have to tell them, you have to tell them. If you think, you can tell them sharply or maybe in a proper way. But the child should know that you love the child and that you love all the children. It is very subtle. Like I've seen, once I took a child of one Sahajogi with me to the market. And he was asking, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, I'll buy that, everything he wanted to buy. So I was wondering what's wrong with this boy. But say if I take my own grandchildren, they won't buy. Nothing. Even if you want to buy 2 pairs of shoes, no, one is sufficient. If this will be spoiled for you, they'll never ask for anything. It's a kind of a self-esteem. They don't want anything. Same with the wives. Wives never ask for anything from them. No, nothing. Nothing. The husband will go on asking, please ask for something, ask for something. No, we don't want it. That is going to be a Sahajogini mother and a wife and the Shakti. She has no demands. Nothing she is asking for. The one who is a giver, what is she going to ask? The one who is a supplier, what is she going to ask? So I feel sometimes that the left side or the women's side in Sahaja Yoga is a little bit going down. And they have to come up. First, meditation, respect of mother, teaching the children how to work out Sahaja Yoga, talking to them about Sahaja Yoga, and not only about food, of cleanliness, of being nice to others, how to share things, and telling children about good stories that you have heard about, telling them what is dharma is, talking to them, having rapport. This is what you have to understand to make Sahaja Yoga very strong. You are the Shakti of Sahaja Yoga, take it from me. And you have to work it out that way. Instead of worrying about small things. Sometimes I receive letters from the ladies, something really, it pains me. Can't understand how they are surgical. Our whole system of Sahaj has to be a model system that others should see and understand that what we have achieved in our day-to-day life. Adi Shakti works in day-to-day life. The smallest things to the highest. And all the time you have to learn. All the time you have to learn. Whether you are a leader or not a leader. All the time you must know what you have to know. I have not known this, I have not known that. Unless and until you develop that kind of an attitude that I have to learn, that humble attitude, that humility, I have to learn, still I have to learn. This ego will never come. Because of this ego you are satisfied with yourself. That's the sign of an ego. You don't know how much you are torturing others, what you are destroying, nothing. But you feel extremely happy with yourself. Such a happy-go-lucky personality sometimes is living on air. What I have done today for somebody else, how have I talked to somebody else, what have I given to somebody else, I need not give you presents, there's nothing. Why should I give you presents? But I give you presents because of my own satisfaction. And if I take presents from you, it is for your own satisfaction. So, what we have to do, in what we find satisfaction? What do you find satisfaction in? Just think about it. What do we find satisfaction in? My house should be all right. My husband should be all right. My children should be all right. My. Unless and until this my shifts to another person, you are still in the realm of Maya. You have to learn this. Is to think every day, or write, all of you should write diaries. What have I done for others? What have I said to others? What will make or please another person? Small things can make the life so beautiful. And also very big things there are for you. If you do not think you are very big, all these big things are also for you. It's like this whole sky can be covered by one leaf. If you see the leaf against the sky, the leaf shows its existence. In the same way, this whole vision of Sahaja Yoga can be completely covered by one person who stands with this great expanse. One person here and one person there. It's so remarkable. With such a lot of Sahaja Yoga, there are people who are here, there and there. So remarkable that if you take their names also, I just feel I am drenched into the ocean of joy. Only one person. Then what about you? Why can't we do that? When Adi Shakti is with you, reflected, when all her powers are with you, how much we can do in this expanse of my vision. I want to have more and more people who will be of some visions themselves. But not small people who just think of their children, think of food. No, they are not wanted. Useless. They will all drop out. I hope you have understood where you are, what do you have. What is created within you is this Kundalini, which has given you all the knowledge, everything. But there are so many I know, they don't even know what is this chakra. They don't know. I mean, going to that limit of ignorance. You have to know all these things. You have to understand what is it. Because this is for you. All for you, all this knowledge. And the greatest of all is the faith. Not a faith which is blind, but enlightened faith that you are now one with that divine power. This should really settle you completely. This is, I think, is one of the most important pujas. Because so far, Guru Pujas have been there, so many people were worshipped as Guru Puja. Or maybe my birthday as you think it to be. That's all right. But I think to understand your own powers of Kundalini and your powers that are available to you through the working of Param Chaitanya is very important. That will give you confidence, that will give you compassion, that will give you a vision, and that will make you a very great personality. Very great personality. What was George Washington? They said he was great. Oh, what was Abraham Lincoln? He was great. But you are all having your self-realization. You have to think of the whole universe, the whole expanse. Unless and until that brain develops in you, I'm sure, very sure, that the progress of Sahaja Yoga within and without will be less. So understand, these powers are with you. You have to utilize them with humility. May God bless you.